Hello and welcome to another managerial career mode video, and today there's no audio in the menu, but I think that's probably just because I'm just the way I have to record and stuff like that. But anyway, it will come back in a minute. But yeah, so we've got another activity day. I always accidentally click that. So next weekend, let's have a look. So what can we do? We can do personal trainer coordination, intensification of coordination training program, immediate experience bonus to all of your riders, body position, ability for the next race, sign a sponsorship agreement with airline which will incur no management cost for the next race. I mean, it's not a lot, so there's not really much point. Training program, additional coordination exercises, have an immediate rider's body position. Oh, here's the music. Training program, additional limb muscle building size, receive an immediate experience bonus for your rider's throttle ability. I think I have to go for the one of the ones that just makes my rider slightly better, I think. %. Oh, for the next race. Just for the next race? Right, then I'll have to go for... I think go for this one. There we go. So what race are we going to head off to afterwards? In fact, the bike must be ready now. The workshop. So let's have a look. What can we do in the workshop now? Okay, so the engine's now level 2 of 5. Suspension level 1 of 5. Brakes level 1 of 5. I think I might go for... I can just afford to go for the frame. Or should I go for the brakes? I think I might go for the brakes because the suspension doesn't really bother me that much. Ooh, that is a big improvement on the brakes, to be fair. Let's go on that. Yes, I do want to confirm that purchase. So there we go, we've got to wait 7 weeks. So let's head off to Le Mans with our now new and improved engine. So you can definitely see the reason for buying these new staff members, but now obviously their contracts last like about 8 weeks. So that allows you to... I think if I make enough money off this race and go buy a level 1 or a level 2 brakes guy, I think I might stop buying level 1s because they're only like 1 week. So you may as well just spend the 1 week doing a race and making money to get a level 2, and then you just lose 2 weeks. But I don't know. You'll have to let me know about that in the comments below or whatever. Alright, so just doing a similar thing in terms of the acceleration. Because you don't really get up to top speed on this bike anyway. It doesn't have good enough acceleration. So I can lower all the gear ratios a bit. Because I don't want to bog. So I just slow them all. The bike should have a bit more drive though this weekend because the engine is a bit better. Flying up this hill towards turn 1. It's pretty good. really grinding this lap. Just, oh dear, no, I've run off at garage there. Get the throttle back on over the curb, get some nice drive. Sometimes you can save it if you get good drive, but that is probably going to be the biggest loss of lap time I'm going to get on this lap. Unless I overshoot this corner, which is obviously slightly worse. So if you go too fast over it, you get a penalty, and you have to go pretty slow to not get a penalty. And then if you... And obviously you've just lost your lap, but then if you try and go a little bit faster, you lose your lap because you get the penalty. So you've kind of screwed up both times. Especially in the race, it's pretty bad because you're trying to get back on as quick as you can. See, the penalty system is pretty harsh in this game because it's got 3/10 penalty for that. I mean, it was a bit as a minor track extension. Instead of 47.8, okay. Oh, 46.8, sorry. Right, let's go return to pits now. So we'll look at session information, qualifying, why? Okay, so 13th place, okay, I've dropped them to 14th now. It could have been about 12th, so yeah, 14th place, it's acceptable qualifying really. I was just a second off of Jarmir, so obviously the upgrades have worked a little, and we're like 4/10. And that's with the penalty, faster than Loy. So we're like 7/10 of a second faster than Loy. So those kind of guys that were putting pressure on us before, it's a bit better. I didn't look where Emily Jones started, but I would take a guess and say 33rd or 32nd. Yeah, 32nd. That's dead last, isn't it? I think no, 33rd is dead last. It's just he beat Patrick last time, Patrick Pulkinen. The Finnish rider on the grid. Helmets Grand Prix de HGAC Helmet Grand Prix de France. De France en français. Okay, so let's get this started. Manual settings, brakes, disc 1. Oh, there you go, that was the reason why I was going a bit slower then. In the qualifying, I didn't quite have the brake power that I wanted. So Mir's on pole again. Surely he's going to take the lead of the championship this race, because he just did really poor in like the first 2 races, and it's allowed Balega to keep his championship lead all the way to Le Mans. But I think he might finally lose it this race. Just a hunch. If I can get a good start, I can be straight up into the top 10, which is obviously good. I've had a decent start. Try and get some slipstream off Ertl. To 12th. Probably pass Ertl a second. No, not quite. Not quite got that much drive yet. It's the only part of the track that the short gear ratios kind of kill you on. Oh, I've fucked that up. Put flying in. I've caused a bit of an accident. Oh, Rodrigo's down as well. Well, that's not good for wanting to buy a better mechanic, because it's repair costs now that I have. Almost makes me wish I'd taken the one with the plane now. Oh well. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Actually, proof of parts is in front. I am actually going to overshoot this corner. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, see again, better drive. Why is Digi trying to put me on the grass? The inside of plenty of Ryan's bench now system from me, or it's not clipped the back of Ramirez. I'm actually carving through this pack at the minute. I'm up into 23rd again already. I could still get a pretty good position here. Around the outside of Ramirez. Herrera's in front of me. I actually thought those Rossi flags were a yellow flag for a second. I assume they were Rossi flags. And I saw a Lorenzo flag in the crowd earlier, so I guess they do actually put the flags and stuff like that. So. Alright, look at Bezecchi trying to get past me. Just gone around the outside of Bezecchi. Oh, Bezecchi, mate. Oh, I'm going to get some better, superior drive compared to the other Mahindra rider. Because of the way I've set up my bike and my slight upgrade, but I don't think it's all down to the upgrade. I think it is mostly to do with the setup I've got on. The upgrade isn't that great. Oh, I've just been passed by two of the Mahindras. Great. Surely, no, Jones isn't behind me, so again he's underperforming slightly. Alright, I'm gonna. Oh, I've had Delaporta off. I'm riding so poorly these videos. It's because this bike, I'm just going for the dives, and the brakes are so crap, I'm just overshooting them and just hitting into people. That's why I'm upgrading the brakes now. Oh, the inside a corn file. What a move that was. But I've only just got back behind Herrera, really. Took me literally an entire lap to get back onto this position. Back behind Herrera. Can't remember what I did to lose all those places again. It could have been another good race if I hadn't have, had crap brakes, but this is one of the tracks where that really shows, which is obviously unfortunate. But next up we got Mugello, so I know we're gonna. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a pretty hard episode, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to do so bad because of the long straight at Mugello, and I'm not particularly that good at Mugello anyway. After that is Catalonia. I think that's when the transfer windows usually open up on these games. No, she's past me, sorry. Actually, I think they usually open up at Mugello, just for Mugello, like after Le Mans I think it usually is. Like you start getting contract offers usually, but obviously I'm not going to be able to do that because it's Managerial create mode. But I might as well sign a new rider instead of Joe. Come on, get Sasaki, get the sponsorship objective. I've got the sponsor objective and 1 point. So I lost 2 places off the start, and not too bad, I guess. Hey, 4 seconds off of Minya, who won the race. What happened to Mir? Make him 10th, and Balega was 8th. So Balega actually somehow still leads the championship by 4 points to Mir. I've dropped back down to 13th because Loy's overtaken me again. And Jones is down to 31st again. KTM for retaking the lead of the Constructors' Championship by 1 point. And Mahindra up to 13 points. So I was about to say, oh, someone else scored, but then I remembered that I got 15th place. On like the last corner of the last lap, I dive bombed and got a point. So it was kind of worth it. I've unlocked Eddie Lawson, so that's obviously good as well. But yeah, I was right. He started 33rd. He finished 31st. Really? Okay, thank you. Get him out of here. He is terrible. He's got better stats than me, and he's terrible. I've overtaken him on throttle management now. I'm catching him up on the braking. Just the only one that he has over me now is really corner cutting. Corner cut. No, just cornering, not corner cutting. Oh, we only made £6 grand. We made like no money. But there we go. £6 grand. Another activity day. So that's right, so participation, a few riders in a technical meeting with the staff to discuss about the current status of their bike, immediate affinity bonus, autograph signing reputation, booster course for your staff which activates a clause in their contract, week bonus to intensification of abdominal back training program, immediate bonus. I think I'm going to go for the booster course. Sounds okay. Because that's a free week, so now it's down to 5 weeks, and we're at Mugello. On week 13 of 37, there must be a lot of weeks where there's no activities then, because we're nearly halfway through. So like 4 more weeks, and we're like halfway through. Have a look at the staff management, and have a look at the pit, and have a look at the track. Is the brakes, isn't it? No, that's the frame. Mechanical, that's the brakes, yeah. So 8 years cost 52,220,000. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we just gotta go for this guy. I don't have enough money. Great. I didn't realise I needed 7,000 credits. Next weekend, let's go. Let's come last in straight line speed heaven. Pretty sure back on Motogp 15 career mode I started on a Mahindra and changed the transfer window to a Leopard because I'd done pretty well on the Mahindra. And then I just won the championship at the last race. Motorbike settings, manual. The brake definitely needs to be on disc. They both need to be on disc 1 really. Gears, first gear can be 1, 2, staircase up to 3 because obviously you need the straight line speed for the long straight. Because obviously I don't want to hamper any, you know, like we're going to already lose the time on the straight. I don't want to increase that by any amount. It's just pretty obvious that we're going to have a very poor weekend. But if I can ride a little bit better and not like ride terrible, I should probably get a decent result compared to what I've been getting anyway. Like at Le Mans, top 10 easily would have been the right position to be in, but no, because I crashed at the first corner, I only got 15th place. And obviously there's the damages cost and just things like that that like I didn't need to do that. And I mean, I hope we just do better here than we did at Austin, because that was the last track that we really struggled at, and absolutely did terrible at it. really trying to grind to get this bike further up the grid. I mean, I literally have to get every corner perfect if I want to get a decent qualifying position, which I've not done. I mean, I've just literally lost. Like, even if I was under the Ducati, that would have lost me the lap, and you know, I'm on this, so I've got no straight on speed. So I've got to be at 2:02.9, which I don't think is going to happen because of my straight on speed disadvantage. I wasn't far off, I was only 0.3 off, to be fair. And again, yeah, I'm guessing that probably is all on the straight, really. And Honda is the best bike on the straight, as far as I'm aware. Alright, so let's have a look at this. In fact, in real life, has there even been a Honda, a KTM podium yet? I think there might have been one. There's not been a KTM win yet, but anyway. Here we are, 12th place, so I think that's my best qualifying of the season. Yeah, 12th place. 9/10 off the, 9/10 in Mugello off pole. Alright, I'm happy with that. I thought we were going to struggle. I obviously got all the corners perfect. I'm pretty surprised about that. Sorry if you can hear moving, I'm just trying to move my headphone because it's hurting me again. But yeah, this could be interesting if I don't mess up into turn 1. The disc 2 on the rear is obviously helping because then I can use the rear to get stopped if the front's not working, which allows me to make up a lot of the time that I'm losing on the brakes. 3 laps isn't really long enough to kill your tyres off, so it doesn't matter so much that you're like absolutely destroying the rear, and you don't lose the rear on a Moto 3 as much either. So you can, like, I'm using the rear a bit more into the corners. But out on track, see Mears on pole, McPhee 6th. He was the first guy to set a lap. So will Baleka keep his championship lead this race? He might be able to. He might not be able to. I can see him. I did say Baleka, right? It was her man anyway. I guess I'll stream off Meow. I have to go flying past 3 of them. Up into 8th, 7th. This would be a good position if I finished here. I've been absolutely hit by Digi. Well, I've been punted, so it's not too bad. I'm still up in a higher position than where I started. I'm in 9th place. I'm leaning on Ertl. Ertl's trying to get me. Oh, they're all going wide. What are they doing? On the inside of John McPhee. Up into 6th place. Jorge Martin's just in front of me now. Past Martin, and Canet is just in front of me. What is this run of form that well, this pace that I've got? Oh, I've nearly taken myself out on Aaron Canet there. Oh, trying to get up his inside. It must be all the fast corners, because I don't really lose the time through the fast corner. Well, okay, well, I've just understood why, but usually I don't. Oh, Martin's through now. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting him to pass me, because I didn't think he was the one behind me, but there you go. Right, I'm past him again now. I'm closing up to the back of Canet again. Oh, he's up the inside. Oh, I've cut him up because, well, I've kind of closed the door on him. Baleka's actually leading, so what I said about his championship advantage is going to become false again. He's going to definitely hold it. I just think he's on a KTM, he won't be able to, but obviously some nice milestone favouritism just shows him as a very good competitor, because he's like done nothing all year. He's got like pole, I think, once, but he's not really done nothing in the race. He's getting a bit out dragged now. What is this? What is this Mahindra straight line speed hacks? I'm actually closing in on people on a straight. What are these hacks? What hacks are these? Hacks! Hacks! I've been to first place! I've absolutely hacked the game, clearly. Oh dear, I've been dived by 3 riders. I was going to get the switch back. I've got back past Fanati and have to try and get around the outside of Mugello. The inside of Mugello, I've got on the curb. I thought it was going to crash then. Mears just in front of me. I've passed Mir up into P1. What scenes are these? Fastest lap of the race on the last lap. Look at the actual scenes here. I'm winning Mugello. Okay. I think my prediction was slightly incorrect. Oh, we're going to struggle here, like loads. But these corners, I'm so good at the corners that I'm making up the time. And I'm actually gapping these guys through the corners, which is a massive thing. Massive. If I could get a podium with this bike, I'd be happy. I mean, I know I'm in the lead at the minute, but I know it's not going to last much longer. Because they're going to pass me on the straight. I mean, don't know what hacks I had on that straight to pass 3 riders. It was clearly just a slipstream, but I had some actual hacks there. I think he's looking for another attack, Jean Mir. I believe he's still in second. They could have chopped and changed by now, for all I know. And all I don't care, is behind me, just as long as they stay behind me. Here's Mir, Fanati's third. Gapped him a little bit through there. Don't know what they did to Mugello this year, but it's so much nicer to ride now. I'm actually decent at it. It's one of my favourite tracks on this game now. A 2-minute 0.7. That, I don't even know how much faster that is than my qualifying time. It's over a second, I'll tell you that. 6 seconds faster than what I did on the last lap though. I know that much. I've still held the lead though. They didn't even slipstream me. I was out of slipstream range. So come on, can I get my first win of the season? I'll be happy with that, man. Flying through these corners now on the final lap. Can I win on a Mahindra? I'd be so happy if I could. I'm 1.4 seconds in front of Jean Mir. I think I might have done it, but I don't want to jinx myself just yet. There's still another sector and a bit to go. Actually flying into this right-hander, try and take some pace. Second gear, it's working out. This is where they got within proximity last time. Oh crap, I've bumped up the curb, but they're not quite as close as they were last lap. So that's obviously always a bonus that I've pulled away slightly. They are a bit close now. Can I pull out a bit of a gap through this chicane like I did last time? Oh, I've done that to perfection. I was 9/10 in front of them still anyway. Flying it into this last corner. Through the last corner. Up towards the line. My prediction was absolutely incorrect. I'm going to win here in Mugello. What scenes! A Mahindra wins a Grand Prix on the most straight line speed dependent track ever to exist. The Alpine Stars Bike Racing Mahindra has won a Grand Prix at last. But ahead of Jean Mir and Nicolo Balega. Oh, what a race. What a race that was. Fastest lap by a country mile. Look at that. 2:01.8 is the next fastest lap. Let's have a look at Emily Jones, mate. Emily Jones, 30th, 2:03.6. You have absolutely no excuse for that. The bike was amazing around this track. Whew, I've won in Mugello. That is just spectacular. So I've forced myself straight up into 11th in the championship. Level on points with Nea Bastianini, and not very far behind Antonelli. I'm only 64 points behind Balega, and yes, I was actually right, as it turns out. His championship lead is gone. There are 0 points between them. I mean, they've got 19 to the next fastest rider, so I'm only 64 points down, and there's a lot of races to go. If I can keep improving this bike and getting wins when they're getting like thirds, that's like nearly 10 points a race. Championship is still on the cards here, because just the inconsistency of the leaders. Obviously, Honda have now taken the lead of the championship once again, 130 points, 127. Mahindra have absolutely had a massive boost up to 38 points, 92, and Peugeot 130 points behind with 0. We finally won a race in this career mode. Look at how happy my rider is. He is absolutely loving it. He deserves every minute of it as well. I've just heard an Xbox notification, but didn't see anything pop up. I've just heard another one. They're not popping up though. Yes, mate. I started 12th, finished 1st. I'm 11th in the championship now. Look at his race. His race objective's down to 25th now, and he still hasn't achieved it yet. I've actually destroyed it. How much money have we got? Oh, we've still got 7,000. We haven't been awarded our money yet. I've overtaken him in braking, overtaken him in throttle management. I'm only 2 behind in cornering. Now I'm up to body position. He's finally up to 100 Moto 3 affinity though. We only got 11,000 for winning. Great. Let's have a look at the costs. What do we? Just the paying the people. Nobody crashed though, so that's always good. But if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Winning in Mugello on a Mahindra. Not just winning on a Mahindra, winning in Mugello on a Mahindra. Okay. So make sure to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more of this series. And obviously, thanks for watching and tuning in to this video. I've rewarded you guys for watching. I've given you a win. So we've done it at last. Woohoo! I'm way too happy about that. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.